hear you. Let me hear you.
All right, Sean, I like the way you got pedal, bro. Okay, let's go. Bring it. Good job. Way to run the CJ.
I would say, on Saturday night we'll certainly have packages for different guys like we did last week, but I would expect Marshawn and Shai to get the bulk of the carries on Saturday night. You'll see other guys in there, but as far as I'm sure you'll see JC carry the ball. I'm sure you may, who knows who you may see carry the ball. But what I've told the backs is, Shai and Marshawn are our top two, and they're, we'll get into the game and see where we are.
What impressed you most about those two? As I saw you mentioned the broken tackles and also the 0 missed assignments was another thing.
I'd say three things. The physicalness they ran with, the broken tackles, the yards of the contact was impressive. The no missed assignments was impressive, for a first game. I mean, we were simple from a game plan standpoint last week, and we didn't ask those guys to do a whole lot. So, but they were right on with their steps, their footwork, their reads, routes. They were right on with what they were doing. And then probably one of the maybe the biggest thing was just the poise they played with. They were out there having fun. There wasn't a look in their eyes of, oh my God, it's my first game and I'm playing in front of 65,000 people or whatever it was. They were very poised. Marshawn's got a smile on his face the whole game. They're loose. The moment wasn't too big for them. And, it helps that you're having success and winning. It'll be critical for us on Saturday night to have that same mindset, up in Columbus and be poised and having fun out there too.
You're a goal line runner. How frustrating was it not to be able to punch that in the other day?
I did punch it in. I just got called back.
To not have it count, I guess.
It hurt a little bit, but you get over it next play.
Kind of, if you could walk us through the 39-yard touchdown run, from your view, what did that look like? How did that develop?
The line blocked really well, and the perimeter blocking was really good. And I just ran. I tripped a little bit. I was like, no, I'm not gonna fall. And just got up and just kept going.
Like when you realized you were about to score your first touchdown, I mean, it was a pretty special moment.
Yeah, and I went in the end zone. I didn't know what to do. It just like it was exciting. I just had a straight face the whole time. It felt good in the inside.
You guys didn't allow a sack. I don't think you had a negative rush on Saturday. How do you come out of that opener feeling about your group?
If we can do that this Saturday, it'd be a big accomplishment. I was pleased. William Mary's a good football team. We had a good defensive front, and to not have a negative play, that's really positive for our team. That means we're not making a lot of mistakes, not a lot of missed assignments, not turning guys free in the backfield. But this next week, it's going to be ramped up 10 times. This bunch we're about to play is really good up front, as good as any defensive front I've seen in a long time.
What makes them so good? What just stands out with them?
Their size, their length, their athleticism, their quickness. When you're 6'5" and 280 like Bosa, or 6'4" and around 300 pounds like those interior guys, or 6'2", 200 or 300, and it can hold the point and are quick and athletic. That's a tough deal there.
What was sort of your eval of Isaiah coming in? Because we pumped him up so much going into that game, and has a touchdown, on the first series, and then after that, how did you kind of feel about him the rest of the game?
I thought he did a really good job. For a young guy to go into your first start as a true freshman in the first game is not easy. I know he's a little bit nervous, and we tried to keep as loose as we could with him before the game. And I think for him to catch a touchdown on that first drive probably loosened him up a little bit, but he did a good job. And he's got a lot of work to do. He's nowhere even close to being a finished product. Still has a lot of things he needs to clean up in the running game, blocking, and the passing game with his routes, and getting to the right spots and understanding what else is going on around him. But I think as this year goes on, you'll see a guy that gets better and better and better every single week because he's smart. You don't have to tell him 3 or 4 times the same thing. He's the type of guy you can tell him once or twice and he's going to get it. So you really appreciate that about him and Cam both. They're kind of cerebral guys. They get it, and you don't really have to continue to dwell on things over and over and over. You kind of can just move on to the next thing, and that's why I'm saying by I think the end of this year, those two guys are going to be pretty daggone good.
Are you curious how they will go into a big stage situation like this week? First road game, tons of fans there.
Yeah, I mean, I think that guys like that from programs where they came from are used to big games. They're used to winning big games. They're used to playing against big-time competition. You know, they played in front of a big crowd game one. It wasn't like we played in front of 10,000 people. I mean, they played in front of 60,000. At the end of the day, once the game starts, you don't even know what's going on in the crowd. You really don't even, it's not even, you don't even hear it. I mean, you're just kind of there. And so those guys, you know, they'll be just fine. And you know, they're kind of guys that don't blink. They just go out there and they play ball. And that's what you love about those guys, what you love about Josh Stanford and a Willie Byrne and guys like that, that they can just go out and play ball. And they don't worry about other things that are going on. They just go out there and they kind of get on that field and they go.